use your opportunities. Like anytime you have an opportunity to talk to a coach or like socialize with somebody, meet somebody, like build a connection with somebody else, it's just another door you're opening. And
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Talk Elevation. I'm Michaela Nagel. But before we get started, if you believe athletes deserve better conversations around growth, resilience, and leadership, and what it takes to succeed in sports and life, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe with the biggest lesson you've learned through sports. Your support helps us continue sharing powerful stories and creating a platform where athletes can be seen, heard, and inspired. Well, welcome. Today we are joined by Teo Robinson, a 2027 basketball player with Denver Reign, whose journey is a testament to perseverance and continuous growth. Despite starting organized basketball later than most, Teo has rapidly developed into a high school level athlete while also excelling in track and field, earning Male Athlete of the Year award at Arvada Senior High School. From overcoming setbacks and injuries to chasing collegiate and professional aspirations, Teo's story is all about trusting the process and embracing the work. Thank you so much for joining me.
yeah, of course.
Absolutely. So let's get started. So you didn't start off organized basketball till freshman year. What did it feel like coming in late?
Honestly, coming in late, I don't think it was too bad because I always played basketball just a little bit growing up with some of my brothers. But I think going into my freshman year, there was a pretty good senior class. And so I played JV. And playing JV, really all I did was like rebound, pass the ball to my teammates, just a lot of like hustle play stuff. I came off playing football before. I was playing varsity, but I didn't really get that many minutes. Like I said, we had a big senior class, so all of our sports that year were pretty decent. But I felt pretty good, and like I had a very good time. Like I had a great time with my teammates. I had really fun playing the game, and like I really fell in love with the game like that season. And that's when I decided like, okay, I think this is more my sport than football, and this is where I want to take my life.
That's awesome. Was there a moment where you were like, oh, I'm better at this sport than most kind of thing?
I feel like my biggest thing was the size factor. Like I realized pretty early on that I was already bigger than a lot of the kids that I was playing, and so it already gave me an advantage. And I was left-handed, so I got some pretty easy buckets just with my left.
Yes.
Like I was already pretty naturally good. So I think that's what really boosted that.
For sure. Yeah. Looking back, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced as someone trying to catch up?
I think trying to catch up, the biggest challenge I faced early on was honestly probably my ball handling. Like I had a really rough time like handling the ball. That's why I was just like passing it, and I would only like score off the catch really. And like I think that's something that just develops like over time. Like people that have been playing basketball forever, like they just naturally have that like handle with the ball, like just the feel for the ball. So like the longer you play, like the more you just develop a feel for the game.
Absolutely. Yeah. How long did it take you to kind of get that skill of the ball handling?
Honestly, I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I'm definitely better at it now, but it's definitely something that I'm still working on. And like, it's something that everybody always needs to work on. Like, you could always improve your ball handling. You could always improve like just your feel for the game. Like, the more you play the game, the more it'll just come naturally. Like, you're not going to have to think about things when you do them.
Yeah. What other skills are you really focusing on?
My shooting. Definitely my shooting. A big thing I've heard from some of the coaches that I've talked to is I need to get my percentages at a certain point. So I'm definitely like hyper focusing on trying to get my percentages to where I need them to be.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So you dealt with an injury before your junior season. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. I got injured during some preseason tournaments at the beginning of the year, right before the season started. I went up for a rebound and like I came down and landed on somebody else's foot. And so like my ankle just kind of like collapsed in on itself. It was pretty gnarly. But I was out and I was excited because I was going to start. Like I was going to come and I was going to start for the first time. And after I got hurt, I was out for the first 4 or 5 games. And I came back. I was coming off the bench again. And so, like, I was just having to rework where I feel like I already got. So I feel like I just took a big step back.
Yeah.
But I think towards the end of the year, I definitely, like, got back into where I was getting because I feel like the injury just kind of like put something in the back of my brain, like I was worried about re-injuring it or like something similar happening. So I was holding myself back from doing certain things so I wasn't getting hurt.
Yeah. Before we move on, let's talk about something every serious athlete needs to pay attention to: your digital footprint. Fan-Day Nation has just released a powerful new tool to help athletes make sure their social media profiles are fully optimized and recruit ready. Today, coaches aren't just evaluating game film, they're evaluating character, leadership, and maturity online. This resource gives you a step-by-step roadmap to clean up your profiles, highlight your strengths, and avoid common mistakes that can cost opportunities. If playing at the next level is your goal, don't leave your online presence to chance. Go check it out now at fandaynation.com. That makes sense. What was it like for you mentally to go through that injury and then coming back to play?
I think mentally, I was just frustrated that I wasn't getting to play the first couple games, and that everything I was working towards over the summer, like I felt like it just all got taken away just because of a preseason, like, and it being in the preseason just angered me like so much more. Like it was right before the season started. But honestly, I wasn't the only one too. My teammates struggled with injuries through the year, and we lost a lot of our team because of it. And so it was kind of a rough season for everybody. But towards the end, when people started getting healthy again, like it was definitely better. But mentally, like it was definitely rough. Like I felt like I let some of the people on my team down, and I felt like some of them were relying on me. But at the same time, some of them went through the same things I went through, like later on in the season. So
yeah. Do you still have that in the back of your mind? Like, are you scared of getting injured again still?
I don't think so. No. I don't really think about it at this point. Like, that's good. I feel like I'm over it now. Yeah. Like, I know, like, okay, if I strengthen my body more, like, then I'm not going to have to worry about it. Or if I, like, become more functional, then, like, I could have prevented it in the first place.
Yeah. How is that? Like, injury prevention, is that something you work on and your teammates work on?
It's definitely something that I'm starting to work more towards. It's not something that I've had as much in the past, but I started picking up a little bit my junior year. I started working with the Jughead at Jug's gym, and that definitely like made me learn some of the functionality aspect and how it could help my game. And so like now that I'm in the summer and I'm focusing a lot on basketball, like I'm trying to do stuff behind the scenes by myself to like make sure that my body's in the right place where I need it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like injury prevention is just more popular these days because people are finally understanding it a little bit.
Yeah, the functionality definitely plays a lot more into the athleticism than people realize. Like, it's not just lifting weights and becoming as strong as you can. Like, you need your muscles to do what you need them to do. Yeah. And the only way you could teach that is through functionality.
Absolutely. So you're also very accomplished as a track athlete. How has competing in multiple sports helped you become a better basketball player?
I would say for that component, I did a lot of the relays for track. So I did 4x1, 4x2, 4x4. And so a lot of those relays, like, it's just you and 3 other people. So like you guys are all kind of relying on each other to like get where you need to be. And so I feel like that pressure, like, that's kind of put on with the team, like, it's relieved a little bit with basketball because, like, now that I understand, okay, like, I have what it takes here to be able to, like, work together and, like, do what we need to do to accomplish what we need, I need to be able to translate that somewhere else, if that makes sense.
Right, absolutely. And like just coming as a track athlete, you think of track as like individual, then you got to see the team side of it.
Yeah, it's a very individualistic sport. Yes. Like most people do track as like a second or a third sport to try and get an individual sport and escape from the team aspect of it. But my coach challenged me to jump in and do all those team relays because that's where he needed me. And managed to get my letter for it. Only like 4 people on our team lettered. Wow. So
congrats. Yeah. That's awesome. So winning Male Athlete of the Year is a huge accomplishment. What did that recognition mean to you?
It felt great. It felt like my peers and more importantly, like the staff at our school, because that's kind of where the voting was decided finally, was through like staff, because it was an academic and athletic award. Like it wasn't just an athletic thing. And so I think it's good to feel that recognition that like my teachers see me as a leader in the school, or as one of the top athletes in my school.
Yeah.
And one of the top academic students in my school.
Yeah. How important is it to you to put the student before the athlete sometimes?
It's definitely important. I haven't done the best of job at doing it. I only have a 3.26 GPA. It's not a terrible GPA,
It's
but
not terrible.
it's not, it could be better for sure. But my mom's definitely engraved in me since a very early age that academics needs to be my first priority and athletics needs to be my second priority.
Yeah. That's why they call it a student athlete. The student comes first.
Definitely.
So you recently joined Denver Rain and competed at Colorado Live. What has that been experience like for you?
Joining Den Rain and getting to meet my new coaches, Omar and Steven, I absolutely love them as humans. Like, I can't thank them enough. Like, they've helped me so much just progress my aggression. First off, they like my coach Omar, he's definitely been one of the ones to push me to get over that injury hump and like just realize like if you go all out, like you're gonna be good. Like just trust your body. And Steven's helped me so much behind the scenes, like teaching me the recruiting aspect of it and like how the layout of college looks now and trying to help me find my path and where I want to go.
Yeah. What is it like what does it mean for you to have coaches who really back you and are there for you? And how has that helped you in the sport?
I mean, it's everything. Yeah. Like it starts at the base of it. Like your coaches are who's going to decide who's playing, who's going to decide whose role is what and like what they need help with. And it's your job as the athlete to be able to help your coach out and help him be able to play the game the way he needs and you be able to do what you need to do to help him as well. Yeah. Like it's a give and give relationship. Like if the coach pours into you, you got to make sure you give your all back to the coach.
Yeah. Wow. Great way of saying it. So talk a little bit about the recruiting process and what have you learned so far? What's going through your head?
It's definitely a rough process now with the transfer portal and the new 5-for-5 rule. I feel like when it comes to the recruiting aspect of it, you definitely need to start where you know you're going to fit, if that makes sense. Like you need to be humble enough to know, okay, I'm not a Division I athlete yet. But if you're not a Division I athlete yet, how are you going to get there is the next step. And so you could do that looking at NAIA schools or junior college schools. And so that's where I'm starting right now is I'm starting looking at junior colleges because I think that's where I could fit in best now. And it's a chance for me to be able to get my academics up and hopefully transfer to a bigger school.
Right.
And since I started my freshman year, like I'm still new to the game, I'm still developing. So I think for me, the best route would be junior college because I could hopefully find a coach to continue developing my game as I go.
Yeah. Not only looking at just like what level of college you're going to, but what college you choose is so important. Yeah. How are you kind of weighing those options as well?
I think I definitely start first by looking at like what schools offer academics that I'm interested in. If a school doesn't offer academics that I'd be interested in, why would I be going there? Like that I wouldn't enjoy my time there. Like I would just be there for my sport. Yeah. And like I'm still a student athlete. Like I'm going to college. I might as well use the opportunity to get my degree. And so I want to do it in something that I'd want to actually do my whole life afterwards.
Yeah. What are you looking at to do?
Right now, I'm looking kind of into business and journalism and stuff. Nice. I think sports journalism is definitely a good interest of mine. I've done a lot of sports media classes at my school and like done interviewing, kind of similar, not as intense as this, but like with just athletes and coaches at my school. Absolutely. And I've done like photography and like journalism and stuff with our newspaper. So I think a lot of stuff with that might be something that I could look into kind of as a bigger picture.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, it's really fun, just so you know. So you mentioned hesitation as one of the biggest issues athletes face. Why do you think many players struggle with this confidence?
I think just to start, like it starts with you. If you don't have trust in yourself to begin with, like, and you don't believe in yourself to begin with, like, that's what's going to happen. Like, whatever you think is going to be your outcome. Like, everything's a process, and so it's not going to happen right away. But if you want to get somewhere, like, you could get to where you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. So your long-term goal is to play professionally overseas and become sports journalist, sports trainer. Where did those goals come from?
I think a lot of it just stemmed from what I started learning in school, and I want to, if I can't play professionally, which I would love to play professionally, be able to see the world and play basketball and at the same time and get paid for it. Like, that sounds like a dream come true. Right. But if I can't, I'd still love to absolutely stay like in the game of basketball. Like, I want to still stay attached to the game in an aspect, and I could do that either through journalism or sports medicine and helping athletes, or possibly like the functionality of it behind the scenes and like training and stuff like that. Yeah. And just sharing my knowledge down to other people.
For sure. So staying in the game is the most important thing. Throughout your journey, who has been the biggest impact on your development, both on and off the court?
That's a big question.
Or a couple people. You don't have to just narrow it to one person.
Definitely a couple people. My mom first, because she's the one who facilitates everything for me. She's the one who finds the people that I work with and finds people like you and people like Den Rain, where I get to meet people like you. And so I definitely want to thank her first, because like, she's the one that gets me introduced to everybody. Like, anybody I know, it's because of her somehow, some way. But definitely my coaches at Den Rain, like I already said, like they've progressively helped me. And I've met other coaches through Den Rain, like one of my trainers, Coach JuCo at Triple Threat Training. He's definitely helped improve my game significantly. Like, I've only been working with him probably a month and a half at that. And like, I can't even begin to explain like the difference. Like, he's opened my eyes to realize that there's a different level to the training. And him coming from Charleston and being able to share his knowledge down to me, it's just significant. It's helped me so much.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, shout out to everyone he just mentioned. And then I want to ask you, if a young athlete who's watching this is feeling overlooked or a little losing confidence, what advice would you give them?
I'd say everybody starts overlooked. Nobody, like, unless you're a Nepo baby, like nobody really is under the spotlight right away. So like, everybody has to start somewhere. And like, the only way to start is just to do it. Like, there's nowhere else to start. There's no shortcuts. Everything's a process, and you just have to find love in the process and love what you're doing.
Absolutely. How do you think you can stand out to just be visible, and what does it mean to you to be seen in today's sports world with so much going on?
Definitely. Use your opportunities. Like, anytime you have an opportunity to talk to a coach or like socialize with somebody, meet somebody, like build a connection with somebody else, it's just another door you're opening. And so like, never close any doors. Like, you don't want to shut anybody down. You just want to have as many open connections as you can and as many people in your community that you can to try and help you.
For sure. Absolutely. And where can people find you online? Where can people see you, your skills, your game, everything?
My everything is under the same title, X, TikTok, Instagram. It's all __ Robinson, and the I is a 1.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, everyone go check out Teo's journey and social media pages. And thank you so much for joining us today on The Talk. We will see you next time.